Mabuhay! It's Teacher Joy. So sa araw na to ay magbibigay ako ng rationalization and also correct answers sa ginanap nating Saturday Diagnostic exam this July 4. So, sorry if I don't have my microphone with me kasi low budget and kulang na charge. So, kung may marinig na kayo na ingay or what, please bear with me. Okay? Okay, so before we start, ang ating enrollment is still ongoing for licensure examination for teachers this September and also civil service exam this August. So kung may mga kakilala kayo na magte-take ng LET tsaka CSE, please invite them to join to our group chat and yes, sa kahit ilang days pa na remaining, no, ay gagawin natin ang best natin to discuss, to have our final coaching and to give you files that you need and etc. So nung nakaraan lang ay medyo most of my accounts has been disabled by AI Meta nga sabi nila. And nag-research ako, hindi lang naman pala ako yung may concern na ganito, but most of the people, no, especially yung may mga business online. So, isa ako sa naging victim of that situation or that problem. So, yun. It's very hard on me to have our smooth review kasi nga wala. Facebook ko wala, Messenger ko wala. So, hirap. But, my responsibility will not end kasi I know na a lot of you enrolled hanggang August. So, of course, in my part, I have to do things na maging useful yung payment nyo. Okay? So, thank you so much for unending understanding and support kahit na nagka-inconvenience tayo sa mga online accounts ko. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so now let's start question number 1. Supreme Law of the Philippines. Ano yan? A. Civil Code. B. Constitution 1987. CRA 9155. D. Penal Code. Supreme Law of the Philippines. Meaning to say, wala yung mga batas na ito without this law. Siya yung pinaka-batas. Ano yan? Tamang sagot natin is letter B, Constitution of 1987. So, the Constitution is the highest law of the land. Wala nang iba pa. Constitution 1987. Okay naman pala, wala akong ilaw. Okay, so no other law, executive order, or decree can go against it. If another law contradicts the Constitution, that law is considered invalid or unconstitutional. Ibig sabihin, kapag may isang batas na nagko-contradict sa ating Constitution 1987, meaning yung batas na yon ay hindi magiging valid or magiging unconstitutional. So, the current supreme law of the country is the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Diba? Notice nyo, kapag may nababasa kayong batas, and may sinasabi doon na according to Constitution 1987, mga ganito ganyan, and then mga revised penal code, ganito ganyan. So, ganun siya. Kasi ang ating pinaka-law or the supreme law is the Constitution 1987. So, please bear with me guys if may naririnig kayong mga ingay or tahol ng aso kasi lufgot po ang aking microphone. So, I'm very sorry. Next time, I should be mindful na lang. Okay? So, sige. Okay, why the other options are incorrect? Because Civil Code letter A is a collection of laws that governs private relations such as family matters, property, and contracts. It must follow the Constitution. Ibig sabihin ng ating Civil Code ay more on the private relations, tandaan yan, mga family matters, mga property, and mga kontrata. So, yun yung tinatawag nating Civil Code. RA 9155 naman is a Republic Act, specifically Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001. So, it is an ordinary law passed by the Congress. It's more on Education Act. RA 9155. Itong RA 9155 lumalabas to sa LET. Penal Code. This is the revised Penal Code which defines crimes under punishments. Like the Civil Code, it is subordinate to the Constitution. Penal Code, ito yung mga nagdi-define ng mga crimes and mga punishment ng mga ginawang crime ng mga tao. So, yun, Penal Code, diba? From the word penalty. Ayun. So, ang ating tamang sagot, guys, the supreme law of the Philippines is letter B, Constitution 1987. Walang batas ang makakapag-ahead sa kanya. If may batas man na magko-contradict sa ating Constitution, ang batas na yan ay magiging invalid or magiging unconstitutional. So, let's go number 2. Next question. Head of the state, sino yung namamahala sa ating bansa or sa ibang bansa? A. Senate President. B. Speaker. C. President. D. Chief Justice. Very obvious ang ating sagot. Ang namamahala, ang leader ng ating bansa ay ang ating President. So, ang ating President, like the President of the Philippines, hold two main roles. May dalawa siyang role. Number 1 is they are both head of the state, the official representative of the country to the world, and the head, ikalawa the head government or the leader of the executive branch. So, tandaan nyo, meron tayong tatlong branch, di ba? Yung ating legislative, executive, and the judicial. So, ang ating president ay also considered as the head government of the executive branch. So, ang ating tamang sagot ay letter C, president. Letter A, Senate President. The Senate President leads the Senate lamang, yung mga senador lamang ng kanyang pinamumunuan, which is only part of the legislative or the lawmaking branch. Speaker. Letter B, Speaker. The Speaker of the House leads the House of Representatives, which is the other part of the legislative branch. Letter D, Chief Justice. The Chief Justice is the leader of the Supreme Court. Hindi leader ng bansa, which heads the Judicial Court branch. Ayun, so ang ating tamang sagot ay head of the state, president lang. Okay? Let's go number 3. So, right to vote. Anong rights yan? A, civil right. B, political right. C, social right. D, economic right. Yung kakayahan natin o yung karapatan natin na bumoto, anong rights yan? Siyempre, political right, letter B ang tamang sagot. So, ang ating kakayahang bumoto ay tinatawag nating suffrage. That is the right to vote. And then, yung suffrage na yan ay under siya ng political right because it allows citizens to participate directly in government affairs. So, by voting, you get a say in running the country by choosing your leaders and making political decisions. So, dito sa Pilipinas, democracy, bumoboto tayo ng ating mga leaders, ng ating president. So, yun, suffrage ang tawag doon. The right to vote is called suffrage. And then, yung political right naman, yan yung ating right to vote, no? Karapatan natin bumoto. Okay. So, civil right, ano naman yung under sa civil right? Ang civil right is the basic freedoms belonging to every person, like the right of life, privacy, and free speech. Yun yung ating civil right. Social right is, syempre, from the word social, it's more on the society. Your right to help people live fully in the society, such as the right to education, the right to health, and a clean environment. Yun yung sakop ng social right. Economic right naman is, this right involves money, work, and basic human needs, like the right to work, fair wages, and property. So, economic rights more on mga kakayahang trabaho, yung mga fair na mga sweldo, under yan siya sa economic right. So again, right to vote, ang tamang sagot ay political right. Okay, so bilang citizen, we should know or iba't ibang rights, no, para aware tayo. Let's go number 4. So age to vote in the Philippines is very easy. A16, B17, C18, D21. In what age ka nag-umpisa bumoto? Syempre, the legal age is 18. So according to the 1987 Philippine Constitution, a citizen must be at least 18 years old on the day of the election to vote in national and local elections. So pagtungtong mo ng 18, kahit 17 ka pa lang, pwede ka na magpa-register sa inyong mga office ng ano ngayon, basta nakalimutan ka na. So pwede ka na magpa-register, and then pagtungtong mo ng 18, when you are in 18 years old na, pwede ka na bumoto. So yun ha. So before, ang edad natin para bumoto ay 21 years old. Yun before, old constitution. But yes, pinababaan nila sa 18 years old. So sa 18, when you are 18, pwede ka na bumoto, local and national. 16, 17, yan ay hindi pa pwedeng bumoto. Too young, bata pa. Wala ka pa sa legal age. Okay? Okay, now let's go sa ating panghuling tanong, number 5. So number 5, official language of the government transactions. Letter A, English and Filipino. B, dialects. C, English only. D, Filipino only. Ano ba yung ginagamit na dialects na when it comes sa mga transactions sa ating government? Ang ating tamang sagot, guys, ay letter A, English and Filipino. So this is according to Article 14, Section 7 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. The official languages of the Philippines for purposes of communication and instructions are Filipino and English. Ibig sabihin, pwede kang magsalita in English, pwede kang magsalita in Filipino sa mga government transactions. So hindi ko lang ito sinabi, is ito talaga ay according sa ating batas na 1987 Philippine Constitution. So this means both languages are officially recognized and used for government transactions, documents, and official correspondence. So you can speak Tagalog, you can speak English. Hindi lang pwede dialects. Ano bang pag sinabi nating dialects? For example, ako from Iloilo. Ang aming dialects dito ay Hiligaynon. So for example, mag-Hiligaynon ako. Ayun. So for example, magsalita ako ng Hiligaynon sa government. For example, pumunta ako sa Manila. So hindi nila ako maiintindihan. Paano kami magka-communication ng maayos? For example, from Cebu, ikaw. So yung dialects niyo dyan, Cebuano, di ba? Tama ba? So, ganun. Hindi pwede dialects kasi iba-iba yung dialects ng bawat lugar. So, hindi magkakaintindihan. So, ang provided or ang required lang na language ay Filipino tsaka English. So, ayan. So, maraming salamat everyone. Tapos na po tayo. So, recap. Ang ating tamang sagot is B,